Good morning. So thank you for being here. I know that, as you can see, the room is not full, because I'm sure many people were having a great time yesterday evening and yesterday night. I know they will come in a few minutes, but anyway, thank you for being early birds. We really appreciate. Just a few words about what we are doing with Priority Compass. As you know, the FI Institute has one and only one motto: humanity. This is what is making the FI Institute quite, I think, unique. We care about people. And why we are calling our summit Priority? Because precisely after we spent a few years developing, implementing the flagship event in Riyadh, the FII Future Investment Initiative, we realized that we cannot talk about humanity and care about humanity unless we go and visit humanity. This is why we went first in Miami, now in Hong Kong. As I said yesterday evening, in 2024, we'll be in June in Brazil, Latin America. We'll be probably early September, first week of September in Africa. We'll tell you soon which country. And of course, we'll be back here in Asia in December. So by going to all continents, we are trying to understand and hear the pulse of our humanity, to understand the concerns, and to really, thanks to you, members, and I wish many of you will join the FI Institute as members. The membership is not a ticket to attend the conference. The membership is really to show your commitment on all the actions, all the initiatives that we are launching all year long. In 2023, we launched multiple initiatives giving access to clean water to people in Africa, in Asia, giving access to online education, because believe it or not, you are probably here one of the most connected cities in the world. You have access to technology. But I can tell you, the continent where I was born, Africa, you still have 600 million people, almost half of the continent, who do not even have access to electricity. Which means without electricity, they don't have even internet. They don't have computers. So during COVID, so many kids were left on the side of the road because they were not able to have online education. And we should not ignore that. It's extremely important. So this is why we are very committed on having multiple initiatives, but we cannot do that without you. So please look at our membership program. We'll be extremely proud and happy to have you. For now, the members from Asia, because we're not coming here before, a very little percentage. We have 33% of our members from America. We have 25% of our members from Europe. We have 40% almost from the Middle East. So we really look forward to have you more and more from Asia to join us. And this is how all together we'll have an impact on humanity. So thank you in advance. And now I will pass the floor to our Chief Operating Officer, Rakan Tarabzoni, who will tell you more about these amazing tools, which is an interactive tool, permanently updated, that we have developed with our partner Accenture, a global, as you know, company. And this tool is the Priority Compass, and he will tell you more about the focus on Asia. Rakan, the floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you, Richard. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us today, and I believe yesterday we had a great day. When we launched our Priority Compass tool earlier this year in October, our objective was not just creating a survey. It was creating a tool that helps us to embark on the priority of humanity in terms of needs, in terms of priorities, to understand how can we shape and help people to be a better future for everyone, especially decision makers and countries. Today, I stand before you concerned and yet hopeful. The data that we gathered showed us all the concerns that are there from different countries, and how can we do something about it? How can we help countries, people, individuals to have a better future? Let's take a moment to go through the data Forge Asia, so we can share more closely on what's happening in this part of the world and how can we do something about it. Imagine living in a world where 2/3 of your neighbors rank quality of life and cost of living as their most important concern. Troubled by escalating costs of living and uncertainties of unemployment into this part of the world. Picture faces of those individuals with satisfaction with their personal lives, unplummeted by staggering 25% year on year. Their faith in their country's management or crisis management dropped by 20%. Feel the weight of loneliness that over 1/3 of individuals of this part of the world bear on their shoulders, where a region of social isolation is about 51%. This leaves so many people from this part of the world with no shoulder to lean on for their most personal issues. Reflect on the mixed emotions toward healthcare and technology. While 4 in every 10 individuals prioritize these areas, there is a tangible concern about these issues posed by advanced technologies, felt by over 45% of population in this part of the world. Despite these challenges, there is a resilient spirit here in Asia. 62% actively use technology for their well-being, for solutions of healthcare and well-being, which is actually a very good number, an ironic look into the technology usage. And 58% uses AI, machine learning technologies for their daily lives. Where yet 2/3 are calling for their governments to jump in to regulate the impact of technology into their lives. Today, we know as water is source of life, technology today is actually a source of life. Well, if somebody loses their source of data, connectivity, they're actually as good as dead. Richard mentioned earlier what's happening in Africa in terms of education, and that was a major issue that dropped the continent of Africa years back because of the 2 years of COVID. Governments need to step in to help regulating the technology usage. These are just glimpses of what's happening in this part of the world, and on that scale, we can look into it across the world in all aspects, because our tool covers almost 62% of population from all over the world. Each year, we are pledging to update our data, not because of the survey again, but because we want to reach more people, more countries, and obviously more hearts, so that we have data that helps everyone make a better decision for the future. Our hope is that these insights will not just enlighten us, but also help us inspire world leaders and decision makers. Together, through the FII Institute's coalitions that we've created on AI, on ESG, and on priority, this compass should not be just a tool, but more of a beacon, a guiding light guiding our collective efforts into forge a pathway to positively impact humanity. Thank you all for coming this morning, and we have a very rich program for the rest of the day. I would like to introduce...
Wait a minute, Rakan. Sorry, I'm interrupting the program again. No, you know, I think it's quite concerning when you see the loneliness. I would like to spend 5 minutes, sorry guys, in the program, and in advance I'm apologizing for the next speakers. But I think it's so important that I would like to hear from you guys. I would like to hear from you if you have a short contribution or a solution, because this is not only in Asia. We see this notion of technology exclusion becoming a real concern. We are all talking about AI for the past 24 hours. We are all investing more and more in technology, but the feeling of people is they are living more and more in their bubble and being extremely isolated. I think this is a big humanity concern and challenge. Anyone has a solution or a contribution or a comment to make about this issue? Please.
A thought or an insight, yes.
Yes, if we have mics in the room,
Richard,
I will share my
Richard,
mic,
you have
please.
A comment here?
Yes, please. Can you stand, sir? You have. Can you introduce yourself, please, and make a short comment?
I'm Fred Wang from Salon Films in Hong Kong. I have
Yes, if you can put the mic close to your mouth, please. Thank you.
I have heard lots of wonderful ideas of the technology, digitalization, and improvement for all the futures. There's probably a lot of people will be benefit from it, but I'm quite sure there's even more and more people are not benefit so much. They are a little bit slow, particularly in certain countries. We should also consider for them how to bring them up to speed slowly, step by step, so that the whole world can be more equal, more happy, inclusive together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, please, gentleman here.
Thank you very much.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, hello. I'm Brian Wong. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Hong Kong looking into AI ethics and governance. What I would say is I think we need two things. First, an automation tax. An automation tax allows us to not completely halt, but merely decelerate the pace of technological innovation and research and redirect the tax revenue there to retraining, reskilling, and empowering individuals that would otherwise be dislodged and displaced by automation. And secondly, it's high time that we contemplated a universal basic income that targeted exclusively individuals in countries, but also in sectors of the economy that are most vulnerable and susceptible to being replaced by automation or rendered obsolete. These are my two suggestions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you,
builds
sir.
on the regulation concept that we
Absolutely.
discussed.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Yes, gentleman here, please. We take one more comments, and then
Thank you very much. My name is David Lee. I'm the founder of Prebay WM, and we're actually a tech-fin company, so we know technology. My view is this: technology and innovation, it's a tidal wave. Of course, there's things, and obviously the gentleman before me said that we could slow it down. We cannot. But what we can do, and maybe this is a profound idea, or maybe it's not an original idea, is we need to have people catch up with this AI and to make it part of their lives as a part of replacing what they do. And this is the augmentation. This is the collaboration I think that you, Mr. Atelier, talked about before to empower people. And we need to change the paradigm and the explanation and narrative to be able to do this. And for that, then we can then add on to that. And when people get used to it, like a new app or something that comes up on your phone, these are things that people need to get used to. And I think we're obviously proceeding very fast, but we can't forget the people that we're leaving behind. And I think that's something that, as a company for myself, we always try to teach and tutor and obviously educate people on what the technology does to help people as opposed to replace them. Thank you.
thank you, sir.
It's inevitable, so that we need to adapt into it.
Yes, very good.
Which one?
The last two questions, please. Gentleman standing, and then
Yeah, my name is Tony Chen. I'm investment director of a Hong Kong X based in Hong Kong. Actually, we are looking into some technology based in Hong Kong that can help to really solve one basic problem. That is the cooling of your housing for any kind of people, not only for the city like Hong Kong or Dubai, but also for anybody. That is about a kind of a passive radiative cooling, but also revolutionary air conditioning system that reduce 2/3 of the energy consumption. Thank you.
thank you. The last question, gentleman at the front, please.
Thank you. I work in the single-family office in Dubai, George Torstrada. I understand that your point is about isolation and people feeling lonely. I would say that, for instance, what has happened in the Middle East with the resurgence of football is the beginning of an answer. I mean, we have to have more live activities. You have to have things that are attractive to youth. Sport is not electronic sport, but actually having to go to a place and to have this feeling of belonging. I think this is very important.
Thank you. So, Rakan, I think you need to keep an open forum all
Oh,
year
yes,
long.
I think this is very important.
And
Yes.
as you know, FI is a movement, not
It
just
is.
a
It is.
platform. So I think we should continue to move forward and have all our friends continuing the conversation.
The force people's participation to this is very, very important.
Let's resume the program.
Thank you,
Sorry
Richard.
for interrupting.
Well, thank you, Richard, for this insightful, and thank you, everyone, for their sharing their points. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Lawrence Moroney, lead AI advocate at Google. Lawrence, the floor is yours.